back to another Crime Time Tuesday true crime story. I am your host, Nicole, and I would like to say hello to all my returning viewers and subscribers, and hello and welcome to all my new viewers and new subscribers. I'm glad to see that you guys are here today with me on this lovely Crime Time Tuesday true crime story episode. Today, the story time. Now, I'm going to give you guys part 3 of this multiple part series on the sad story of Orrin and Orson West. Now, I did have to take a week off again. I'm always taking weeks off, which is so weird, but I had to take a week off. This time it was because of coronavirus. Me and my family were plagued with this horrible virus, but this time we all made it out fine. We are healthy. We're getting back to our normal selves. So yes, that's why I didn't upload last week. Now today I am here with you guys, bringing you guys this Crime Time Tuesday true crime story. So I want to get into this story so that I don't take up too much of you guys' time for today. So this week we are going to finish discussing the sad story of Orrin and Orson West. Not discussing, I'm sorry. I'm going to finish telling you the sad story of Orrin and Orson West, and any updates that I have. Now I am going to have to do another video because I need maybe 2 or 3 more videos to this. But I think that will be a while from now because the parents are currently sitting in jail waiting for trial. So we have to wait till all that good stuff starts so that I can bring you guys more details and updates and things like that to this story. So last week we left off on, not last week, but the week before on our last Crime Time Tuesday True Crime Story Time, we left off on the date of March 31st, 2021. Now we are going to fast forward to April 21st, 2021 on the start of this video today. And on that date, the boys have been missing for 4 months, and the developments have been made that the police department had not given any updates. They haven't gotten, they hadn't given up on searching for the boys. There were also activists that had been involved in this case as well, and those activists continue to hope for a good ending to this case. Now, June 1st of 2021, BPD released new information on the case. Now, there were warrants served, there were people interviewed, and there were items seized. Now, there were 44 search warrants that had been given out, that had been served. 83 people were interviewed, and 170 items were seized in this investigation into the disappearance of Orrin and Orson West, that had went missing from their home in California City, Arizona. That's what the Bakersfield police stated on that Tuesday. 200 days after Orrin and Orson West were reported missing, the Bakersfield Police Department gave an interview with 17 News. The boys had been missing for months, and the community had been holding, monthly prayer vigils for the boys. September 21st, 2021, now 10 whole months later, Orrin and Orson West biological father spoke to News 17, expressing his dealing with the boys' disappearance, and also there was another prayer vigil held by the community for the boys. October 21st, 2021 comes around almost a year later from Orrin and Orson West being reported missing by their biological, or by their adoptive parents, Giselle and Jacqueline West. Over a year later, a toy drive was held to honor the two boys. December 21st of 2021, 1 year since Orrin and Orson West were reported missing from their adopted parents' home in California State, Arizona. The boys' biological family filed a lawsuit against the county. Now, on March 1st of 2022, I'm sorry, did I say 2021? So these dates, okay, yes, I was saying 2021. But now we're on to March 1st of 2022. Both adopted parents, Giselle and Jacqueline West, were indicted and charged with second-degree murder. There was a report that stated they had gotten arrested around 7 p.m. in Western Kern County. I hope I'm saying that right. But other reports say Giselle and Jacqueline West were booked into the county jail after 8 p.m. according to sheriff's inmate records. So not sure which, if it was 7 or after 8 p.m., but that's what the reports were saying. And that they were due in court Tuesday on charges including 2 counts of second-degree murder. Now, on March 2nd of 2022, DA Cynthia Zimmer held a press conference discussing the indictments for the parents. Although there were no bodies found, she said that although there were no bodies found, that there was enough direct and circumstantial evidence to convince a grand jury that the boys were in fact murdered by Giselle and Jacqueline West, their adoptive parents. She also stated that investigation revealed that the boys had actually been murdered 3 months prior to them being reported missing. Now, remember I told you guys that the boys had been reported missing December 21st of 2020, but the parents didn't report them missing till December 22nd of 2020. So like a day later. So they believe that the boys were in fact murdered 3 months prior to December 21st of 2020. Or, sorry, December 22nd of 2020 when they were reported missing. So 3 months prior to them being reported missing. Now, it states that Orrin and Orson West's biological mother, Magina Williams, spoke to 17 News, and she told the news that her 2 boys, Orrin and Orson West, aged 3 and 4, were placed with Giselle and Jacqueline West. And after they were placed with the West family, she hadn't seen or heard from them after that. Also on March 3rd, so this happened, so March 3rd, 2022 was when Magina Williams, the boys' biological mother, spoke to the news. Now, also on this day, Giselle and Jacqueline West were due in court for their official preliminary hearing. Both parents, Giselle and Jacqueline West, both adopted parents, Giselle and Jacqueline West, were they had pled not guilty to the charges. Now, sorry, clearing my throat too much. I'm still getting over COVID. So, March 7th of 2021, Giselle and Jacqueline West, defense attorneys, spoke to, did a press conference where they accused the DA, Cynthia Zimmer, of spreading false information. So they accused her in a press conference that was held on March 7th, 2022. March 7th of 2022. On March 8th of 2022, a Kern County judge issued a gag order on Tuesday in the case of Giselle and Jacqueline West, who were being charged with second-degree murder of both Orrin and Orson West, their 2 adoptive boys. This gag order bears attorneys and investigators and law enforcement involved in the case of Trezell and Jacqueline West. It also applies to any witnesses and anyone else that has any access to the court personnel who had access to reports and files in the case. So anybody who had any direct knowledge of this case, who had any connection to like the court proceedings, and who had direct information about this case and the files and the rulings and things like that, they were all there was a gag order put out because no one was supposed to be speaking to the media, to news or nothing like that. So that was put up on March 8th of 2022. So brothers Orrin and Orson West have now been missing for over a year now, believed to be deceased. The boys went missing from their California City home of their adoptive parents, Trezell and Jacqueline West, on December 21st of 2021. The adopted parents, Trezell and Jacqueline West, are now charged with murder in their deaths. This case has captivated all in Kern County. It has captured everybody's attention nationwide throughout the U.S. and even across the world. So this has captured everybody's attention. It's broken so many people's hearts, especially for the biological family and those who were helping out in the investigation and the search for the two boys. They were all like captivated, and they were all like glued to the TV and glued to the updates and things like that. So now Trezell and Jacqueline West have charges pending against them. They each have 5 charges, and they go count 1, count 2, count 3, count 4, count 5. So both parents, Trezell and Jacqueline West, have charges, 5 counts apiece. So these charges for Trezell West is count 1, murder, count 2, murder, count 3, felony child abuse for the victim being Orrin West, count 4, child abuse for the victim being Orson West, and count 5, false report of an emergency. Now Jacqueline West, she also has 5 charges, 5 counts. Count 1, murder, count 2, murder, count 3, felony child abuse for the victim being Orrin West, and count 4, child abuse for the victim being Orson West. And the final count for her is count 5, false report of an emergency. So they each have the same charges that they are facing when they do eventually go on trial. Now, there was a list of agencies and people that helped out in the search for the boys. So the agencies that helped in the search for Orrin and Orson West were the City Police Department of, obviously, California City, Arizona. After a period of time, the FBI joined in the search. So the FBI joined in the search. Also, the basically the California City Highway Patrol, or California Highway Patrol. I don't know if it's like the city, I can't remember, but it just says California Highway Patrol. And rescue from the Kern County Sheriff's Department. They came out, the California Sheriff's Department's rescue team came out. Also, the community came out to assist in the search for the 2 missing boys. So you got the City Police Department, you have the FBI that eventually got involved in the search, you have the California Highway Patrol, you have the Kern County Search and Rescue, and then you have your community, like your local members of your your local neighbors and things like that. So this case is so bizarre to me, and it's so sad. And I honestly don't have much to say on this. I'm deeply disturbed because these kids were put with these people adopted them, and they like swore to protect these kids and raise these kids right, and now these two boys are missing, and believed to be deceased now. So it's just devastating to me, but I don't know. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Comment, like, and subscribe if you would like to do so. If I do have a post notification button, please don't forget to turn that on so you don't miss out on any videos that I post. And yeah, goodbye for now, but never forever. And I'll see you guys again in another Crime Time Tuesday True Crime Story time.